Hello friends, this is Suren again. Suren, most of my friends know me. I am an astrologer, I am a hypnotist, I am into a lot of behavioral therapies, also have an experience in regards to spiritism and other factors or other directions. As we discussed in our last video about spiritualism, we will continue our journey in the spirituality. And today I am with something that I mentioned last time when I talked to you guys. So, one thing that we discussed about, or what I mentioned about, was how we are connected to the creation. That is something very, very important in regards to the connectivity or spiritualism, and that says or that talks a lot about spirituality. So let's understand how we are connected, how the creation is connected to us, and how we are connected to us. I mentioned in my last video or in my last conversation with you that we are touched, we do touch the creation, and the creation touches us in different manners. So today I would like to share as to my experience and my knowledge about what are the sensor or what are the ways that the creation is connected to us. What are the ways that we touch the creation and creation touched us back. So there must be some instruments, there must be some ways, right? So what are those ways? So we have in our body in total 11, minus 11, 10 plus 1, which is 11. We have 11 sensors in our body, or 11 places or 11 instruments that we are connected to the creation, and the creation is connected to us. Most of these instruments and most of these are around our central nervous system, which is called the brain. So most of it is around the brain, most of the sensors that I may say. So when I say 11, 11 means what? And today we will be focusing on these 11 in total. And then in the next coming videos, I will talk about one by one, like we will take one by one the entire things, as well as like how we are touched. Then we will go in a detail. Today we will just talk in general about it. So let's first understand what are those 11, and then we will talk about how those 11 touch us, or how do we get touched by those 11 now. So guys, as you may have noticed, we have, how do we count 11 is we have two eyes. So these are the two holes and the two sensors. As you must be aware, most of you must be aware that the right eye see different and the left eye see different. These eyes, like separately catch a picture, and then they send it to the brain, and then brain in turn, decides what image it needs to be creating. So first two are the eyes, as you see two holes, and that's where the eye connect with the creation, and creation connects with me. I decide what I see, and the creation decide one needs to be seen by me, right? How does it happen is, I don't see the same thing as my dog does. I even don't see what you see. All of us see differently. So your blue could be different than my blue. Your green could be different than my green. My green could be different than the cow's green. Frog sees something else. The dog sees something else. Every creature in this universe see a different kind of a picture, and every creator or every creature has a different vision of different things. We all see things in a different manner. So like, let's say if I see a person, I may see his face or his hairstyle. The other person, like who's a tailor or something, or somebody in the garment industry, that person will see his or like clothes or shoes or dressing style. The other person who's a doctor may see like what kind of a health issue that person may have. The person who is a into the business or into the PR, he will see what kind of aura I have. So I remain the same, or the person remain the same, but then there are different people will be looking at different things in me. The same thing is in a flower. Like when I see the flower, I see something else. If the gardener see a flower, that gardener will be looking at something different. If it is a student of botany, that would be looking at a different flower. Even the gardener who is there to water the plants, he will be looking at the flower in a different way. The other gardener who comes to pluck the flowers, his vision will be, or what he will see, as different. So we create our own colors, we create our own emotions, and we add into what we see. That is the eyes. So 2 eyes out of 11. The next 2 are ears. So again, both the ears have different capacity to hear. Both the ears hear different kind of sounds. They are designed to hear different kind of sounds. Like one ear is different, other ear is different. Again, they send signals to, or whatever they receive, into the brain, and the brain catches, and the brain creates a sound of its own. Again, like let's say if I am sitting in my house, I would be hearing something different, and if you are sitting besides me, you would be hearing something different. Let's say you are at my place and you are talking to your wife on the phone, your entire attention will be towards what your wife is saying. And let's say if I am watching a movie, no matter who is talking what, my entire attention will be onto that movie. If 2 girls are sitting there and 1 boy is also sitting there, the boy's all the attention will be towards what the girls are talking, and he will only hear that. So it's, we choose what do we need to hear or what do we need to listen. So, so different people in the room would be listening to different things. So 2 eyes and 2 ears. The next 2 holes are, or the 2 sensors are, our nose. So again, everybody has a different capacity to smell. And the same thing is here. Like my right nostril smells something else, my left nostril does something else. And they are designed in such a way that they pick up the smell of different things. You must have noticed that some people pick up the smell of something burning very fast. Others cannot. Some people would smell the, like some gas or something like that very, very fast. Some people can't. Some people can't even smell the food. And some people are excellent at smelling. Some people can smell the coffee and tell you the taste about it. Some people can smell the wine. Some people can smell a lot of smells. Others are pretty much, I don't smell anything. So different people have a different kind of smells. So 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, these are the 6 sensors, or the 6 ways or 6 instruments that we are connected to the creation. Why is it important to know? Why am I talking like we are talking about spirituality, but then I'm talking to you about these like sensors and these things, is because in the journey to spirituality, it is very, very important for us to learn how we are connected. Because unless we understand the basic how we are connected, we will not be able to understand how to move ahead. So 6. Then the 7th is the mouth, right? So the taste or the tongue, or So a lot of people have different kind of taste. Your could be a different taste. Mine could be a different taste. You could be tasting something, like you may like something and I may not like something. The tongue has its own quite a many parts, and the different taste goes into the different parts of the tongue. Again, one thing that I would be finding very tasty, my dog may not eat, or if something that he eats, I may not like at all. So we each have a different kind of a taste developed. right? So, friends, we have counted 7 till now. 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, one is the mouth. The seventh is the excretory system, or what we call anal, like through which all the shit comes out or something. So that again is a door. That again is a sensor that we are connected with. Different people have different kind of habits. So somebody may be very sensitive, somebody may be not. So that's the seventh. The eighth is the excretory system, from where the urine comes in, or what we also call as a sexual part, a sexual organ. In males and females it is different, but each sexual organ of each female is different and each male is different. So we are also connected to creation like that. These are called navdwaras. So 9 doors or 9 sensors that we are connected to creation. Other than these 9, there are 2 more that we must understand, which are there, but because they have not been used by the generations and generations and generations and generations, so for thousands of years they have not been used, so they are inactive. But then you can always, once you walk onto the path of spirituality, you can always recharge them, or you can always put them into action. And both these are very, very sensitive and very, very strong. So what are those? The first is the navel. Like in the stomach, or when we, the navel, I assume we all can touch it, we all have it. This is a place which connects us with our mother when we are in the womb. This is the first connection to the world or to the mother. All the food, all the oxygen, everything comes through it. The life comes through it. So this is what a very, very important part of the body. Even when we become an adult or when we are a child, when we are basically like scared or very hungry, or when we are breathing fast, if you are full of anxiety, or if you are full of fear, or if you are very happy, you can feel the life here on the navel. So this is the 10th part, which is sleeping mostly. But then, with the breathing techniques and with the yoga and with many a kind of meditation, we can energize this center too. This is the center, harakari. Like in Japanese, in Japanese meditation, they give a lot of importance to this. Even Buddha gave a lot of importance to this part in his kind of meditation. So that is the 10th part. The 11th and the most important part is our third eye, and which is this here. This is something that can be activated to as many levels as you can and as you want, like in as much as you are ready to work with. This is also something that most of the people know by intuition. Oh, that person has very good intuition, or very sharp intuition, or very strong intuition. Some people have this intuition, some people don't have. Some people have very good intuition when they are growing up. When the more the stress comes into the body, the more intuition is not there, or the more intuition is waned. You lose the power of intuition the more and more stress that you go through. So that is the 11th. If you can open this part, then a lot of riddhis and a lot of siddhis and a lot of wisdom and a lot of powers are associated with this 11th. So once again, eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth. That makes it 7. Like all these 7s are around the head. The 8th and the 9th is about the excretory system through the urine or the shit, or like our sexual organs. And then the 10th is our navel, and the 11th is our third eye. In the next video, or next time when I talk to you, we will talk about the touch by hand. And I would like to share with you guys in detail what does this touch, what role does this touch plays in our life? How important is this touch? How can we increase the sensitivity of these fingers or the touch of the skin? What is it? How can we enhance it? And what role it can play in our life, right? I'll leave you guys with one very small example. Like, let's say I am holding this scissor. This is a pair of scissors. How do I hold it? Is put energy in it. If I put, like, if I am holding it or if I am touching it with anger, I will definitely be holding it like this. If I am cutting a ribbon, like, I will be holding it very if I'm inaugurating some place or something and I have to cut the ribbon, I'll be holding it very, very softly and with all the love possible. My love will be flowing into the scissor. So if I am handing it over to somebody, I will just be holding it like this and I will have no emotion. But at the very same time, if I'm giving it to somebody with some love or something, then I would be, putting all my love. Like, let's say if I'm giving it to my daughter or somebody, then I will try and put all the love in it, as well as my cheeks will smile or my lips will smile, and I will add the welcoming energy into this touch. This touch can change your life. This touch can be sensuous, this touch can be love, this touch can be slap, this touch can be push. Most of the people don't even realize what is the touch of the hand. So let's say a man or a woman who's living with their spouse for the last 30 years or 40 years, who have celebrated marriage anniversary so many times, if they are blinded by a piece of cloth and they are given their spousal hand to touch, they can't recognize that touch. They cannot realize that this is their spouse touch. A person with whom you have lived so many years, you don't know what is that touch sounds. And once you increase the sensitivity of your hands, of this touch, every time, like if you hold a cup of tea, like the morning cup of tea in your hand, you must know what is this touch. If you touch your wife or if you touch your husband, you must know how that touch is. That is only possible if you put all your energy into that touch, when you are 100% present at the time of touching. So we will, the next time that we are talking, we will be talking about touch of the skin, right? There are so many other touches. So the first will be the touch of the skin. What is it? How is it? What can we do about it? And what is the relevance? What is it? What's the relevance of it, whereas the touch of the skin is concerned? Mind it, a kiss is touch of a skin. A smooch is a touch of a skin. The sexual activities that we do is a touch of skin. A slap is a skin, is a touch of a skin. A push is a touch of a skin. Even combing your hair or, like putting moisturizer on your skin is also touch. Do you really know the touch of your own skin? Do you really know? Have you ever wondered what does the touch of your skin says or something like that? Have you ever been present at the time of touching your skin? We will talk about it at the next time. Touch of the skin. So thank you very much for today, guys. I would be glad to hear from you. And if you have any comments or questions, or if you want to ask any question about the next part, the touch of the skin, I will be glad to hear from you. For now, thank you very much.